in the ring for a pretty scary moment when Triple H tore his quads. What do you remember from that moment and that spot that was supposed to happen?
So I think that match was voted the greatest match in Raw history for the first 10 years of Raw or something like that. First of all, the sad thing is it doesn't exist anymore because Benoit is in it. Wow. But it was
a good match.
Such a fucking great match. And the crowd in Sacramento, whichever, I think it was, I don't want to get it wrong because people will jump on me. I think it was San Jose. And crowd was insane. It was Jericho and Benoit versus Austin and Triple H, and Steve and Tripp were the fucking heels. It was for the
that didn't look right. I remember all that. I had that on tape somewhere. That was a damn good match, but Triple H and Stone Cold teaming up, that didn't look right. They were called like the the power trip or something like that. It didn't look right. I remember, I think it was a cage match. I think Triple H thought Austin was going to hit him, and then Triple H turned and hit The Rock in the head with the hammer or something like that. Then I remember one time it was the Taker and Triple H jumped on Stone Cold, and I was hot. I was hot in that house. I remember all that.
Tag team titles. And we had this match going, the crowd was just biting on everything. And it was back in the old WWE trope at the time was like 1, 2, someone pulls the referee out, the next referee runs down, 1, 2, you knock this referee out, you hit this guy.
That's annoying, the referee getting knocked out.
Comes back in, 1, 2, kick out. And I remember I had Steve in the walls of Jericho, and Triple H was supposed to break it up. And meanwhile, the crowd was like,
I remember that he hit him in the back of the head.
And I put him in the walls, just, and he came from behind to hit me, and I remember like he hit me really light, and Triple H and I did not like each other back in those days, but we always had great matches. We're totally cool now. We're friends at this point, but we always had great fucking matches. I think because there was a rivalry between us. Like, fuck this guy, he ain't so great. Well, fuck that guy, he's not so good. Both of us were good, really good. And so he hit me from behind, but it was very light, and I was like, that's not like him. And then I saw him kind of fall down and roll out. And then there's a couple other things that happened. And then I end up on the floor.
I remember he was limping.
Steve and Chris were still in the ring. I was supposed to go over to Triple H and put him in the walls of Jericho on the announce table.
Yeah.
And so I go out, and he goes, I'm hurt. I'm like, oh. He goes, I think I tore my quad. I'm like, what do you want to do? He goes, it's the spot. I'm like, okay. So I put him in the walls, and if you watch, like, dude, the dude's a fucking beast. Because when you tear your quad, it rolls up like a window drape. Like, wow. So I'm putting him in this walls of Jericho.
That had to been the longest, I don't know how long it was, 25 seconds, 30 seconds, whatever that was, he was up there. The man's already got a busted leg, and then when it puts you in the Boston, or the, he calls it the walls of Jericho, called it the Boston Crab, but, ooh, that's making it worse, sir. Ooh, because I remember he fell out to the ring, or rolled out, and he was limping, and yeah, he was like dragging around. I remember that, early 2000s. So yeah, that was bad.
Oh, and like I'm trying to keep his legs as straight as possible, but sure, it didn't feel good at all. So
that was hell, probably.
And then he's got to go back in the ring again with the sledgehammer and hit. I think he's going to hit Benoit who's pinning Steve, and Benoit moves and he hits Steve, and then I do the moonsault and 1, 2, 3. He did everything. He didn't miss a spot. Wow. You know? And then I remember after it sucked because it was one of the greatest matches I've ever had, and one, it doesn't exist anymore, and two, we couldn't celebrate it because we came in the back and it was just fucking pandemonium. Because
that made me think about I think The Rock was trying to help Stone Cold, or vice versa. He hit him in the stomach with the hammer. I'm trying to remember, but that really got something started. I think I don't know if Austin hit The Rock by accident. I can't remember, but that really got something started. I remember that.
Triple H was hurt, and everyone was somber because he knew he was going to be out for a long time, and it was a drag because when you have a match like that, you want to sit back and go, boys, we did it. Like, what a match, and have everyone come and give you your flowers, and we didn't get to do that. We didn't get to enjoy the match that we had just had, which was so great. But But yeah, he carried through, man. I got nothing but respect for him for that.
Yeah, the torn.
How do you make the best bet?
Yeah, the torn leg. I mean, knee. Quite. Yeah, that was bad because I believe he tore the other one later on. And I don't know. I think that first time was after WrestleMania. I can't remember. I think the second time was before WrestleMania. Yeah. But when he came back that first time, it didn't look right. He came back as the good guy, and I knew that wasn't last because he's full of dirt. He's a dirty dog with it. So I knew that wasn't gonna last. But yeah, that knee was gone. Then Jericho, I remember now. Now I remember it coming back to me. He went right after the repaired knee. I remember all that, and tried to run the dog over or something like that.